If you don't want to hear me talk for, 6 minutes, then you can click up here. But just be warned that if you do, you'll miss out on a couple jokes. And also, I'm altering the channel just a little bit, so you might want to stick around to hear that. Hello! If you haven't figured it out yet because of all that stuff in the background, I'm in the kitchen. If you're watching this video in December of 2016, I'd like to say that I'm sorry. Because in mid-November, I got the 25th subscriber. But I'm only making the challenge video now. As I said in the 10 subscriber fitness challenge, I would be doing a fitness challenge for every few subscribers that I got. But I changed that because I realized that I'm a human being and not a robot. So I'll just be doing random challenges. Today, since we are in the kitchen, I will be doing some cooking. We are going to cook this guy. I'm just joking, we're gonna be making a pizza. At the moment, I already have all of my ingredients, but I have absolutely no idea what I will use them for. By the way, if you don't know what the challenge is to make a pizza and eat it. Because me, as a person, I don't really like pizza. I'm sorry that I have opinions. Because of that, I guess the challenge will be to eat the pizza and not to make it. Turn this on. There we go. The first step, I think, is to get an onion. The first step is to get a knife, and an onion, and then cut it. Once you have half of an onion, what you can do is cut it. So at this moment, you might be wondering who has ever walked the face of this earth has put an onion in their pizza. Well, me. The reason I'm doing this is because when you cut an onion, it releases a gas. And then when the gas gets into your eye, it kind of makes you cry. It's a reaction that the body has. And when you cry, you're releasing all stress and negative tension towards your confidence with cooking. So if you're not confident with making food, the first step to do is to chop an onion so that you can cry, and then you'll be more confident when you go into the food. So I'm just really roughly cutting this onion. I'm only going to be cutting a couple pieces, and I don't even know what I'll use these for. As you may have noticed, I'm going through this video really slowly, and that's because, well, it's my first time doing it, and I don't like pizza. For now, we're gonna do a lightning round, and it's just gonna be very rough. So, let's go. You get your olive oil, you spray it a couple times, and if you're not using a sprayer, just do a little less than half of a teaspoon. Then you get your pesto, or your tomato sauce, and then you carefully place it on the bread, and then you can, and then you get onion, and you put it close to the middle, and then once that happens, you can get some cheese, sprinkle, 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 and then you stick this thing in the oven. So in a while, you guys are gonna see what happens after it comes out of the oven, and maybe just a little bit of what it looks like when it's inside the oven. Oh, by the way, this guy here, he's really cool. He's my brother. I'll put a whole bunch of links to videos with him in the description. For this next step in the process, you might need some help from an adult. So, this next step, I've already turned off the oven and lowered the heat. So what you need is a spatula. Now what you do is you open the oven, and then, one by one, you can get the stuff ready. So, for this step, you might need to get some mittens or gloves or anything, but this is part of the challenge. So, unless you're doing this for a challenge, then put on some gloves. Before you put this stuff in the oven, just try and be really careful because it might get stuck to the bottom of the material that you're using, so you might want to use something like aluminum. I didn't consider that at the beginning. So yeah, just watch what you're doing. Nothing's in here at the moment, so just be sure to turn off all your stuff. Oh, also, if you're using lights, then you might want to turn that off as well. So, now that you have salted and marinated your dog, what you do is, ta-da! So this is the final product, and the only reason that it looks nice is because the edge came out well, and I have a lot of cheese, which creates different types of stuff, and also this guy here, yeah, contrast in color. That's what makes things look good. So I hope that you have learned how to do all this. Alright, be sure to clean up your kitchen. So I know it's kind of hard to follow this tutorial, so I have a link to a PDF version of the recipe, which will be in the link in the description below. Just be sure to alter your flavors to your liking, because if you put too much salt, it's not my fault. I'm not the one. No. I don't know how to end this video, so to keep it as original as possible,